Next question is difference between bill of exchange and promissory note. This is an important question. We can attempt this question with the help of bases. First base is promise or order. So as already I have discussed that promissory note is promise to pay and bill of exchange is order to pay. Second liability, primary liability to pay is of the maker under promissory note, as maker is a person who will make the bill and who will give the payment also on after specific period of time. And under bill of exchange, liability to pay is on the drawee. Drawee is a person who will give the payment to the drawer at the time of maturity. Next is presented. A promissory note has to be presented for the payment only. And bill of exchange, there are two types, demand and usance. A demand bill of exchange has to be presented for the payment, and usance bill of exchange has to be presented first for the acceptance. It means first at the time of acceptance and then after acceptance, second and before the due date. Fourth, parties. Under bill of exchange we have three parties, drawer, drawee and payee, and under promissory note we have two parties, maker and payee. Next, copies. Promissory note is drawn in a single copy, and bill of exchange, if it is a foreign bill of exchange, then it has to be drawn in sets. Next condition, promissory note cannot be drawn conditionally. Bill of exchange is also an unconditional order, but endorser can make it conditional by restricting. Next is notice. At the time of dishonor means at the time of maturity when bill is not honored, means paid by the drawee. So under promissory note, if instrument is dishonored, then there is no need to give notice. And under bill of exchange, if bill is dishonored, then in that case we need to give the notice. Exchange, the holder has to give notice of dishonor to all the parties against whom he desired to take action. Clear? So let's see parties to the bill of exchange. Mainly there are three parties, but if we will endorse the bill, if the holder is the separate person, if someone else take the guarantee, so then we have different terms. So let's see all these terms. First is drawer. Drawer, we know the person who will draw the bill. Drawee, the person who will make the payment, who will pay the amount of the bill, and pay, the person who will receive the amount of the bill. So these three already we have discussed. Let's see the other terms. Next is endorser. Endorser is a person who will endorse the bill to endorsee. Next is endorsee, the person to whom bill is endorsed. Acceptor, the person who will accept the bill, who will sign the bill. Holder, the person who holds a bill at the time of maturity. Holder can be a original person, original payee, or the person to whom it is endorsed. Drawee in case of need. When the name of any other person is given in addition to the drawee, then this is known as drawee in case of need. It means if drawee will not make the payment, then in that case we will treat that person as drawee who will make the payment at the time of maturity. Next is acceptor for honor. Acceptor for honor means the person who will accept to make the payment at the time of maturity. He is a liable of the amount payment to the holder of the instrument. Clear? Next is crossing of check. We have already discussed what it means under the types of checks. So crossing can be of two types, general crossing, which is also known as open crossing, or second is special or restrictive crossing. So open crossing, when two parallel lines are drawn on the top of the check, and it could be like these four formats. Two blank parallel lines, or it may be written and company, account payee, or not negotiable. So this is a simple and general crossing. Okay, it means that the person who will present the check, he will get the money only through the bank account. It means the amount is credited in his account. If the amount cannot be in cash at the bank counter. And special crossing means when again amount is transferred to the person only, but this check can be presented only to a specific bank which is mentioned in the parallel lines, like SBI. It means the person can present this check only in State Bank of India. So it can be written like these four ways: State Bank of India and company with name of bank, account pay with name of bank, or not negotiable with name of bank. So it is a restrictive check. It means this check can be presented only in this bank. Clear?